Alright guys, I'm not gonna make you a promise, because I probably won't keep it, but hopefully next time I'll have thought of an actually good intro, and I'm not just, making another one of these I don't have an intros. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 94. Alright, before we get to where we're actually gonna be building today, I just want to show off that I have finished this path a little bit, and it goes over there, which is where we are going to be. But in the map room, I have not done the book, I'm lazy, but I have done the map. So I actually did this before I took the thumbnail picture last episode, so you can see the map is complete in the thumbnail if you are observant. But if you're not observant, then can't really help you. I understand it because I'm not observant either, but we are right here today, and we have quite a large... When the hell did this vine get here? I swear that wasn't there like the last time I was here, whatever. We have a fairly substantially sized build today. Wow. We are off to a great and fantastic start. So we have a little bit of a big... Oh my god. I've been recording for like 20 seconds and I already am dumb. I mean, to be fair, I am just naturally dumb outside recordings. I guess it doesn't really matter, but anyway, yeah, I'm doing a great job of commentarying already, and it's been like no time at all. But hey, you know what? That's what makes Cave Colonization episodes awesome. You know the commentary is gonna suck. You just don't know how much it's gonna suck and what weirdo ramblings I'm gonna come up with. You know, being dumb, it's both a blessing and a curse. You don't really have to deal with, being smart, but you do have to deal with being dumb, so a little bit of a trade-off. And hopefully I brought enough blocks for this, because I think what I was saying before I just my brain just stops functioning entirely is that I did not place down the pillars in the right spot. I even came back here and fixed them, but my fixings were not fixed enough, so dark here. Speaking of dark here, I was flying around the cave and there was like a skeleton just on top of one of the houses over there. Bro was trying to aura farm, but he's just not that guy, so he didn't farm any aura. Alright, I was just interrupted briefly, and you know what that means? That means I have legitimately no chance of remembering what I was talking about. So if I was talking about anything interesting, well, then that kind of sucks, because I'm just not gonna be talking about that anymore, because there is 0% chance I remember. I can kind of summarize what I've been saying for the past amount of time, and that is that I didn't put the pillars in the right spot. I even came back down and moved them, but I guess I didn't bring enough polished diorite, or I just forgot, which is also probably. And then the first thing that I was saying is that this is a big build, and it's probably, I don't know if it's the biggest, but it does have a very large footprint, as you can probably see from all of my block placings down. This is no small building. I don't know if it will be the biggest. I don't think so. It really depends on what I actually end up doing for episodes, 97 and 98, I think, are the ones we need to look out for. Those are not planks, those are logs. But yeah, so I have nothing to talk about other than the fact that my brain is no good. So I'm hoping this doesn't take me too long. Okay, so it should be right along here. I don't feel like spending all day editing. Awesome. I think it doesn't really matter if I've fallen down. Okay, I guess it does. I can't place the blocks in the block place spots. I'll just speed bridge it and hope I don't fall. I usually don't fall, but, anything's possible. I'm not really a fan of the amount of blocks I've misplaced in the past amount of minutes. Yeah, I don't know how long it's been. I also don't think it really matters, but I don't want this to take forever, because I don't want to edit a lot of footage, because I'm super heckin' lazy. So let's get a move on, and I think I can move on to the roof. The roof is kind of a bit of a mess. Yeah, I'll see you when it's done, or done enough to the point where I can unpause and show you the rest of what I want to do with it. Blah blah, who cares? Insert the jump cut already, or the transition screen. Finally unpausing to say that the roof is not exactly entirely 100% done. Go away. But it's done enough to the point where I can unpause and actually do some work on the build. It's kind of taking me forever. I also dug out the floor, so now we can put that in. And conveniently, I've already made the path right up here, so we can just hook right up and go right on into the building. Okay, that's the floor in, so I can actually light this place up. And I think really quickly, I'm going to kind of try and finish this exterior roof bit. So I need to put some walls in, and I need to put these in. And I'm hoping this will just kind of clear things up for me a little bit more, so I have an easier time building. Now, I conveniently, wow, that's stuck up there. I conveniently did not take any screenshots of this front bit, so I don't really entirely 100% know how it goes, so it's a little bit awkward. Don't know if those are too high. No, okay, they aren't. That makes makes more sense. So then that does go there, and then I can put this lantern there. So, oh, how did you get all the way over here? I see my pick block still is not very eager to work, but oh well, it is what it is. I need to get out some stone brick slabs and put those there, there, and there, and then one more wall. Then if I just grab some dark oak planks, placed it before jumping, I can put that in there, and then yeah, that's the exterior bit done. So we'll actually have some signs that go along there, but we'll get to those a little bit later. And then I have to remember what the hell any of these are. So that's not what I want, that's not what I want, that's not what I want. Where the hell are my spruce stairs? Oh no, this is what I want. I'm just stupid and blind, but I do need to put stuff like that. And then first try, question mark? Don't remember how this goes. Yeah, I think it's like that, but I'm not sure why. Whatever. You know what? It literally doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pick up my things and go inside and then start doing things. I think what I want to do first is actually the ceiling, and it's mostly this, although I need this one. I need this, and I need this, and I need this. Oh, I see I missed a little bit of roof right there. But that's quite all right. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing. So I think I need 4, so like this. Oh, I run into a shulker box. Oh, and again. So I just need to put in these birch slabs, and these will make up the second floor. Not really second floor. Ceiling is probably more accurate to what this is. And then over here, my voice is kind of dying already. It's not fantastic, but we can put in a redstone lamp and then circle around it with birch stairs. And then this one is by itself, because there are others, but they're all connected. So I need to flip it, and then I guess I can... Why can't I put that there? Is that a stair? Oh, it's a slab. I craft some spruce. I feel like I've lost a lot of momentum, but you know what? That's okay. I didn't need to be going quickly anyway. You know, I didn't want to be done recording today. I wanted to take ages to record my Minecraft video. But anyway, we can put in more of this stuff. So not right here, because right here is another one of these redstone things, redstone blob things. What a insane description of the ceiling lights. Okay, so we got one, and then we have a row of slabs, and then another one. Okay, and then we have another one that I think goes here, and that should be evenly spaced. Yup, it looks like it is, so that's awesome. And I have just the right amount of birch stairs. It's almost like I counted and planned for that to happen, and I'm guessing for some reason I'm not gonna be able to put that there because it looks like there's a slab. If I just knock that out, and then I was actually kind of concerned that was going to break, because it is technically, I guess it's not actually technically made out of glass, but it feels like it'd be breakable. So there we go. And they aren't lit. Wow, look at the sunrise in a cave. They aren't lit because I need to do the redstone on top to actually light them. I suppose I should probably talk about what this is. You can see from oh, we're not in a jungle anymore. We are in a river. Okay, corner bushes are no longer green. Sadness. Very sad, actually. But yeah, we are making a museum. Now, I'm a little bit not overall happy with the interior of this build, and that's because there were some objects or some displays I wanted to put in here that were of significance to the cave and its lore, but I forgot what they were because I planned this a while ago. Apparently, I just never wrote them down because I thought I would remember. Come on, this is me we're talking about. I'm not gonna remember. Instead, we're just gonna have some random things, I suppose, but it should be okay. So we put down one painting. Let's just say it was painted by a famous guy or something. I don't know. And then we can put down another painting that was also painted by a famous guy. I don't know. And then let's dig myself down here and then not even have the blocks I need on me. I need lightning rods because we have another one of these lantern poles. That's down, and we can put the rest of it together. I'm following my hotkeys. I changed 6. It used to be 6. Now it is no longer 6. It is now 1. So I'm still kind of getting used to that. I'm just gonna mine my way over here to the other side. Put that there, and then I used deep slate, so I don't have that, but I can just put all this back and continue going. But now I keep getting like confused between like this slot, this slot, this slot, and this slot, because these are all like slots that I can use, although not really the axe too much. The axe is kind of its own thing because it's the axe, but like X, which is the slot I'm currently on, why am I Nobody cares. Why am I talking about this? I've been fumbling my keys a little bit more, so it's not ideal. It doesn't really matter to anyone except for me. Yeah, I guess you guys just don't need to care, so I don't need to tell you. I'll take that. So if you wanted to know, I'm not gonna tell you anymore. Get absolutely owned. So I wanted there to be some more displays that would have some significance to the cave, but I forgot what they were because I was smart, or rather I was not smart and didn't write them down. So speaking of those displays, they're all in here and they're conveniently not in order. I wanted to put them in this box in order and I have run out of inventory room. But we have a deep slate, let's just call it the first deep slate diamond ore mined in the cave. And then we have amethyst cluster, let's just call it the first amethyst cluster mined in the cave. And then we have gilded blackstone, let's just say it's rare. Then we have bell. Let's just say it's like the Liberty Bell and was the very first bell in that tower that eventually got replaced due to being old. And then we have a cracked deep slate bricks. Let's just say it was, they found it because it belonged to build we haven't gotten to yet. And they thought it was cool and it was of some significance, so they put it here. And then finally we just have a pot. Let's say it was, I don't know, it was made 2,000 years ago by some group that is no longer around. There you go. You're like, oh look, now we're in a jungle. Oops, I just took a screenshot. Still in a river, but this block right here is a bamboo jungle. Wow, look at that. The leaves are different colors. That's interesting. And then on here, let's just say we have an azalea. I don't know why. There's some rare plant species, okay? We got a blue orchid and we got a bamboo. Cool. Another thing we have is this thing, which is kind of inspired by the art structure from the VGL server. If you know, you know. But it's just kind of this thing. Look at it. It's a modern art sculpture and has lightning rods. And look at that. Incredible. And I actually ran out of lightning rods. Or lightning rods? End rods. I didn't have enough. I only had 2. But, see, I'm smart. And rather than go back to the end, I remembered that end rods are craftable. In case you didn't know that, you can craft them. It's a popped chorus fruit, which you can make by popping a chorus fruit, so you know, just do that. And then you can use a blaze rod. It crafts 4, so it's like torches. It's a zombie head, then a creeper head, then a skeleton skull, a wither skeleton skull, and then that's all the skulls I have. 4 red candles, and there's some, you know, some heads on display. Look at them all, they're great and glorious. And I only have 1 dragon head and 1 creeper head and 1 wither skeleton head. I'm gonna need to get more of these, but wither skeletons don't freaking spawn. So, oh, that's all the display. So I have an empty shulker box. I think what I'm gonna do is do a pro gamer move and put that in here. And that way, I won't accidentally put it down. Well, I'm gonna put these ladders on here. I can't head upstairs quite yet. There are a little bit more things to do. Here's where the viewers can take part in the episode because I have 2 pedestals that I left for you guys to comment what I should put in them. So like, what kind of display should I add? And I'll let you guys pick out some blocks I can put on display. So then we can finish off this last shelf, and I do need to get the glass. Where's my glass? Oh, I conveniently put it away. So yeah, I can do... Oh, I said so yeah. You know, I've actually been saying that more. There was a time after I commented about saying so yeah and stuff in an episode so long ago, which I think was the flooded mineshaft one. I kind of took a break and then came back due to, I think, being sick for like 3 weeks, but I don't exactly remember. After that episode, I did kind of like stop saying it entirely. Well, not entirely, but I said it a lot less. And now I am relapsing again. I already made that joke in an earlier episode. So we have another like themed carpet, and it is, you know, the Seladome colors, and then gray because gray. And I think I'm doing this wrong, but wait, how can I be doing it wrong? There shouldn't be one there. And then I think it's like that and like that and then that and then that and then saying that 12 times in a row. Is that right? No idea. It looks like I should have started it one closer to here, so I'm gonna have to redo the entire freaking thing. All right, the carpet is done. Asterisk. Yeah, so it's kind of dark in here, so I should probably consider lighting it up. And to do that, going to need to head upstairs. And I know what you're thinking. There's no way there's a second floor to this place. But, I mean, come on. This is me we're talking about. There should not be slabs here. It's fine. I'm gonna start over here because that's where I'm gonna start. And to be fair, there's not really too much of an upstairs. I mean, look at the room I have. It's not like there's a lot of room for me to put stuff, but give me a chance. So it is very dark. So what I'm I'm going to do is put down the light fixture. So we need 10 redstone, and it is going to go through here over to these lights. And then I'm going to put down a lever and flick it, and boom, let there be light. And now the video doesn't suck to watch because you can see. And then over here, we're gonna put down a trapdoor to enter crawl mode, and we have an oxide daisy, spare redstone lamp, crafting table, and another lever. It's facing that way. And then we can come through here. I need to put blocks here so I stay in crawl mode. I guess that lantern, oh, it goes over here, it goes there. Not that it's really needed, but you know, I guess when somebody turns the lights off, it gets kind of dark up here. I'll start over here, have the other skeleton skull, and then we need the spruce sign that just says Dylan and points to this guy. Something happened, we're not entirely sure, but he's no longer alive. Maybe he's bad at his job. And then we have a dead bush, and that finishes off the exterior, yeah, oh my god, upstairs area. And I'm not sure how exactly accurate this is. I think this all might need to be moved that way, one block, so I think I'm gonna do that. So I think it would be like that, but I can't exactly see, so whatever, it's fine. And then I think therefore I might need to put a lantern up here later, but yeah, this is the upstairs, and I think with that, that's also the interior done. So here's the museum. I forgot the lore relevant objects I was gonna put in. There are still pedestals, so, you know, feel free to comment what block I should put, and I don't have enough glass. Cool. That's fine. Then we can add this extra little bit. I wanted it to be like a glass dome kind of thing. It's not going to be because I'm not really good at building. I think we've realized that by now. You know, I'm alright, but I'm not fantastic. Yeah, there is just this ugly stone brick thing on the top, and then slabs, and then grab the glass to put there. Like so. I guess I can just put that there. And boom, let me grab this shulker box and get off the roof. So you look at that. Doesn't it look absolutely fantastic? I mean, it's interesting to say the least. And you can see out of it up into the mossy ceiling, which is not very impressive. But with that, we can turn to the exterior decoration. And I think I'm just might speed build this and then just kind of edit it down and not really be saying too much, because I get the feeling this is going to be kind of a long video. Well, it's going to be kind of a long recording, and I don't particularly want it to be. So this is kind of what the exterior decoration looks like. So I'll just build it quickly. It's not that hard. Let me just get some things. Now I just have to hotkey correctly, and then we should be good to go. I say as I immediately hotkey wrong like 4 times. But the exterior decoration for this build is pretty similar all the way around, except for this side that I just did. It's not anything super special. It is very reminiscent of the town hall with the stone bricks everywhere. So there's something. And it is also in like the same relative space. I think the town hall is actually like right above us in that mossy bit, the lush cave. I need my axe really quickly. Onto this side, we need to add a couple more pillars like so. Okay, so then we do doot 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 doot. Yeah, okay, cool. So you look at how easy that was. If I can I have to like stop and look at, great, I keep making mistakes. You know, I'm gonna keep the axe and then replace my sword. I don't need the sword. Although, to be fair, I am kind of in like a dark and dangerous kind of place right now, so hopefully nothing attacks me. Look at that, clean, speed. Done. This area is kind of like the sketchiest in terms of potential mob spawning. Okay, this is awkward. That's not right. Can I do this? Is the question. Yes, I can. Cool. Probably just remove this gravel, honestly, instead of trying to work around it. And I think I am going to try and do I guess like the block placing montage, because I don't really want to be talking. I'm kind of tired of doing this exterior decoration already. I can't lie. So enjoy me misplacing blocks, I guess. Be a glass pane here, but I don't have any of those. Actually, do I bring spare glass with me? No, I don't. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Okay, and I think that's everything. I do still have 2 chiseled stone bricks left, and that's about the only thing. So I don't know if those are just me not counting correctly or if I missed them somewhere. So I'm just going to ignore that for now. Put down the signs. So the first sign is going to be the one in the middle, and it has this design. And then, actually, is there 4 of them? Yes, there is. And it says deep, Seladome, Muse, because that's how you spell museum. And then the same thing like that. And then we glow and dye that. And then on these signs, they like kind of end here. So when I glow that, you can see that that asterisk is meant to line up with those underscores. So it's meant to be kind of like an even pattern. It's not really, but you know, I tried. And boom, that is the museum done. And with that, that is going to be the end of this video here. I'm gonna keep it short because I have to go edit this now and it's probably like 40 freaking minutes long. Don't forget to take my armor off again. Thanks for watching and goodbye.